Hello everybody, it's Coach Joe and
Coach Dean.
Dean.
What, Joe?
I had a bad day yesterday.
You have a bad day?
I had a bad day.
I didn't think you ever had bad days.
I did. It was terrible. I could barely get out of bed. I laid there for like 30 minutes listening to the alarm. I had scheduled workout and I thought, oh, I can't do that workout today. I managed to get myself out of bed. I put my shoes on. I went for a run. It was horrible. I mean,
Wow.
like a minute a mile slower than I normally run.
Ouch.
I ran for like 15 minutes and then I walked a little.
Wow.
Drank some water.
Ouch.
Stopped at the lights.
Yeah.
Stumbled my way back to the house.
Wow.
Today I had a great workout. I mean, I was on fire. The day before I was on fire. And the day before that.
What does that tell you?
I don't know. That's what I want to talk about today. We want to talk about good days and bad days.
Good days and bad days.
Because they happen,
Yeah.
and they surprise you at times. You know, you're thinking, man, I'm really going right now, really hitting the workouts, and then all of a sudden you'll have one of those days where you feel like, okay, cover your ears, little kids. Feel like shit.
Well, that's an understatement.
Yeah. Why does that happen?
I don't know, but over the 40 plus years I've run and the 35 plus years
You've
you've
had
run, I encountered a day or two. I have encountered a day or two. I mean, it's not totally
Dean's
alien.
had a day or two that was a bad day.
Yeah.
What's going on there? I mean,
Yeah.
it's clearly things like recovery or
Yeah.
eating.
It is all of these things. It's eating. It's eating right after workouts to replenish your muscles for the next day. It's how well did you sleep that night? Are you on special medications? Are you coming down with something? Have you just gotten done traveling and have jet lag?
Yeah.
Have you been in all these multiple time zones? Have you been not sleeping in your normal bed?
Yes to all the above.
Exactly, especially with your schedule.
Yeah.
Are there hormone issues? Are there high stress at work issues or stress in general? All of those. Was that workout that you did that was great? Kind of set you up for the bad day. In other words, was it so great that man, your body's beat up, you're done.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
So it could be so many things, and sometimes we may never know the single element of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Big thing when we have these bad days, there's several messages that we need. One is you got to learn, which is there any pattern to your bad days?
Right.
Is it after travel? Is it after not eating well? Is it after having a certain hard workout? Then
is it after? Are you hungover? You didn't mention that.
I didn't.
I wasn't though. By the way, I'll go on record as saying, because we're 2 weeks before nationals, and so I'm not drinking. It's terrible. Like pulling my fingers out. No. So that was not what it was.
That was not it, but it could be.
Although
There's another possibility.
I had a glass of wine with dinner last night, and I was much better today. So maybe I need to drink.
Ooh, we may have a whole new training program here based on the vine.
I think personally, for me, I think I had 2 really hard workouts the 2 days before, and and that trashed me for the next day.
The better question, which is what you asked me actually previous to us starting, was but what do you do
about it?
I mean, here it is. It's a crappy day. You know it is, and no matter what you do, it's not. You're not going to get the prescribed workout, the one that's written down.
And you can't make it happen. That's the thing. Is like if you're trashed and your legs aren't working, you can't just force yourself to do it. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
Right.
When I talked to Chris Zielinski, who the last couple of weeks we had these couple episodes with him. He talks about that what they do, their method is they run the same intensity every day. So if they're fresh, they're running a certain pace. The next day they might be trashed and they're going to run slower, right? But the intensity is going to be the same, right? Because it's going to hurt.
Perceived intensity.
Perceived intensity. Yeah. So they're saying we make it hurt every day, even if the pace has to go down, right? Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, that is. But to each his own.
Yeah.
Generally, if you're having the bad day, your body's talking to you. So first we have to look at this as it's biofeedback. It's our body's just talking to us saying, you might be able to force me to do things, but look, this thing doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
We need to listen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay. Bag it. It may mean go to the pool and swim. It may mean you don't work out at all. You may need a full recovery, and it may not be just one day.
Right.
You may be lucky if it's one day.
Yeah.
So number one, when your body does that, know that it's biofeedback. You have to listen. And don't beat yourself up over skipping a workout or not getting what was prescribed. I get emails all the time from my runners. Oh, I felt so bad. I didn't do this. How do I make up this workout?
Yeah.
You don't.
That all the time.
Now, sometimes you can switch one day for the other or something, but you don't sit there and say, I missed my 6-miler. Tomorrow's another 6-miler, so I'll do a 12-miler.
No.
You can't do that.
But maybe another thing that people are thinking is, well, I've somehow lost, I couldn't do that workout. That means I don't have it.
Yes.
I don't have that fitness all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Right? It's not gone.
Nope.
And that's the important thing, is that it's still there. I mean, you did your race, a week ago, and ran a great time. You didn't go downhill in a week.
Right.
But
psychologically, when you hit something,
it's really hard.
you have to you realize that and don't beat yourself up and say, oh, I've lost my conditioning, I'm losing my confidence now because I didn't get this workout in. So you have to fight that.
And this is especially true during the taper. When we've got people tapering and they're really not working out that much, and they're maybe in recovery because they worked out really hard, and then they go out for like a dippy little 4-mile run and it's just terrible. Yeah. And they say, oh my God,
I'll never make a marathon.
I'll never make it through the marathon. But that's just the body, like we said, talking to you. So.
There's the flip side of this is what do you do on a good day? Because you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. And there are times that when you're having that good day, you push either a little bit further, faster, do a few extra reps, or do something. Take advantage of that good day. And likewise, on the bad day, canning it and not doing anything. And some ways, in that way, you can balance some things out where you take advantage of your good days. And I'll give you a good example. Right now, as I continue to rehab and get in shape, my ups and downs are very dramatic. I have a very decent run, and when I'm feeling good, I want to take advantage of that day because they don't come very often right now. And so I will go those extra miles, that extra pace, and push more. And I know now when I have my bad day, I am lucky to get out and do 2 miles and just slug it out. And it takes every bit of mental tenacity for me, my mental toughness, just to finish the 2 miles. Because it's just miserable. It's not fun.
But you can run more than 2 miles.
I can. I can.
You've done that.
On my good days, I'm up over 6 miles, and I can average right there about 6:50 something a mile, 7-minute a mile. But that's my really good day right now. But that's my good day. But my bad day is really reversed. 2 days ago, miserable day, 2 miles in 17 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah. I labored, I worked, and that's with stopping at stoplights and everything else. Killed me. So the contrast of being able to do 6 miles at 7-minute pace versus 2 miles at 8.5-minute miles and die. So I take advantage of the good days, and I try not to beat myself up too much on those bad days. But you know what? At least I got 2 in. And so you need to change kind of your mindset on what you do on those bad days.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of, first of all, is trying to get up and go do it, right? If I always say, don't decide if you're, decide not to do a workout or shorten a workout or something until you've warmed up.
There you go.
Okay, go out, get your shoes on and go warm up.
Great advice.
Chances are you're probably going to do some of your workout at that point because you've gone through the motions to get ready. If you're really feeling that bad, then
Then can it.
You're done for that day if you're sick or whatever. But at least get out there and do it. Most of the time what will happen is you'll warm up and you'll feel terrible during your warm up, and maybe you do an extra mile warm up, do 2 instead of 1, and then you start feeling a little more decent, and you can you blow the cobwebs out and go do it.
It's funny you say that because my rule of thumb is when I step out the door, sometimes oh my God,
it's gonna be terrible.
My rule of thumb is I'm going to go 1 mile.
And assess.
And then I suspend judgment until then. And sometimes things just get back in a groove. You get the blood flowing and things start going, and then it's like, oh, whew, I worried over nothing.
A lot of times what you're feeling is just really tight muscles, right? And soreness. And so it's like getting up and getting moving will get that going.
Right.
And also waking you up if you're a morning workout or even in a late day workout. It's just a matter of getting going.
Exactly. So,
well,
things to do.
We wish you good days more than bad days, but when they come up, just roll with them. I think that's what our advice is.
Yeah, and a bad day running is still better than no running at all.
It's still a day running.
That's right. Believe me, after my couple of years off, I can tell you that.
Yeah. By the way, when he said he was in rehab, he's not rehabbing from heroin.
Not from the wine that he was talking about? No. The Achilles tendon.
The Achilles tendon problem.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah. Well, you said you were in rehab, and I thought, some topics we usually don't talk about here on the show.
That's right. That's right.
No. Anyway. All right, we'll leave that one there, and when we come back, Dean will fill us in on how his rehab is going from his heroin problem. No, he won't. But maybe we'll talk more about the process of rehab and how that goes.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching.